What's up guys, this is Kyle from Vapor Hut, driven by you, fueled by vapor, and today I'm going to be walking you through how to set up and use your Triton from Aspire. So here's the box the Triton comes in from Aspire. Inside you'll find your tank, and yours will not have water droplets in it. I just washed this out for you guys for this video. It will look nice and clear. Then if you pull up this inner insert, underneath you'll find an extra coil, and this is a 1.8 ohm, which is reminiscent of the Aspire Nautilus tank. And there's a little warning card on the bottom that tells you about how to fill it and how to avoid getting dry hits. So here is the Triton from Aspire. And unlike the Atlantis, the Triton is a top filling tank. So the drip tip comes off, and underneath the drip tip, this part where these little grooves are, that pops off. And those little holes there on the side are how you fill your tank. And you might notice this little drip tip adapter also has two little airflow holes, and those will line up with these if you want to have airflow at the drip tip. If not, just close it off. The 510 pin is not spring loaded on the Triton, and the airflow ring is free spinning, so there's no clicking into place when it's fully closed or fully open. It just continues to spin. Let's go ahead and take a look at this atomizer. So to replace the atomizer, all you're going to do is unscrew that counterclockwise, and that will come right out. And look at this massive coil. So the atomizer that came pre-installed in the tank is a 0.4 ohm coil. So it's rated between 25 and 30 watts. And the atomizer has 4 massive juice windows around its cylinder. And as you can see, the coil diameter is really big, so there's a lot of airflow through this 0.4 ohm atomizer, compared to the 1.8 ohm atomizer that has a very narrow coil diameter for those mouth hits. And this coil is rated for up to 13 watts. And don't let these blue bands confuse you. A lot of companies have been using blue to designate nickel coils, but Aspire made their 1.8 ohm have blue bands. This is not a nickel coil. So let's go ahead and install our atomizer. Atomizer into the base and atomizer into the tank. And now I'll show you how to fill this thing. Alright, so when filling the Triton, you might have noticed there's these little symbols at the top. There's a little liquid drop symbol, and there's a little face with vapor coming out of it. And there's this little arrow showing you which symbol or setting you're on. So when you're on the liquid drop symbol, the atomizer windows are completely closed off in the chimney, so liquid can't flood and leak out while you're filling it. And if we look under the drip tip, those little holes on the side are open. So we're going to fill that up, and then what we're going to do is twist this to the face with vapor coming out of it. And now all of a sudden the atomizer's juice windows on the chimney have opened up, so liquid can enter the coil. And the little fill holes on the top are now closed. So let's go ahead and turn it back to the liquid drop, or the filling setting. And I'm going to be filling the Triton with some Dr. Strom, which is our extremely sour green apple flavor. Then all you need to do is stick the tip down there and let it kind of pool and fall through that top filling hole. And the Triton tank holds 3.5 milliliters of eliquid, and it's a Pyrex tank and a stainless steel body. So that should do for right now. Right near the top, I could put a little bit more in, but I'm just going to leave it. Then what I'm going to do, before I even put the drip tip back on, I'm going to go ahead and turn this little arrow so it's on the mouth with vapor coming out of it. All right. And it kind of clicks into place. Then you pop your drip tip on and you are ready to go. So before we start vaping, the last thing we want to do is adjust our airflow. So there's bottom airflow, and this is going to regulate how much air comes in that's going to actually go through the coil. So you don't want this completely closed, but you might prefer it somewhere between half and fully open. The other airflow control is at the drip tip. Now this is not going to change how much air is going through the coil itself, but just how much air you're taking in. So if you like those huge lung hits, you might want to have this fully open. But if you prefer a warmer vape that's a little tighter of a draw, you might think about closing this one off. So that's how you set up the Triton from Aspire. If you guys are interested in seeing my review on this product, just click on this link right here. Otherwise, this has been Kyle from Vapor Hut, driven by you, fueled by vapor. Have a great day, guys.